Good morning students, welcome to the session on data structures. In our previous lecture we have discussed about the ADT operation that we could perform on array, like reading the elements in your array and displaying the elements from your array, and we have seen traversing the elements backward and searching the elements in your array, and in our previous lecture we have seen insertion of element. Do register that when you are specifying the location in which you want to insert the element, there you people need to have lot of movements in your data elements in the array. Say in our previous lecture only we have discussed, we have inserted elements like 4, 7, 5, 6. In order to insert this 5, we have moved our 5 and 6th element, as element called 5 and 6 we have moved to the right of your array, I can say, in order to insert the new element. Like that, if you are having n elements in your array, if you are inserting the first element at the first position, then n elements need to move from first position to the last position to that towards its right. Okay, in order to do so, we have done the logic, we have seen the logic how we will be implementing that in our array. Okay, in our today's lecture we will be completing this array ADT operations by completing its deletion operation at a specified location. If I want to delete the element in the specified location, then I will be going with this particular logic. See, when we are inserting the element, see, when we are inserting the elements at a specified location, we have moved towards the right of your array. When I am trying to delete the element from your array, if I want to delete this 7th element, then I need to move towards the left of your array. Say suppose if I am having 4, now I want to delete 7, then I will be removing that. I will be having a free roam over here, free space over here. In order to not waste that particular memory, I need to move this particular to the second position. I need to move this particular element to the third position. Like that, if I am having 5 and 6, the last location will be free. When you are entering a new element, then that will be located, or else that will be entered at the last position. In order to do so, again we are having the data movements, data element movements in your array towards the left side of your array. In case of insertion, we have moved the element towards your array, towards the right of your array, and here we are moving the elements towards the left of your array. So I will be assigning the last location with a 0, so that if you want to update the value, you can update the value. In order to do so, I will be implementing this logic. See here, for I equals to location. From this location, whatever the location that you are specifying, from that particular location, I will be moving the elements into previous elements. Say suppose if I am implementing this particular process, what will happen? Just go for your coding part. What we are going to do, you can understand them easily. Okay, so this is your coding part for your. I'll be removing this. Directly I will go with the example in order to understand this. See, void is my return type. I am not going to return anything. That is the reason I am taking the void as a return type, and array is my class name, delete is my function, and I am specifying the location. I want to delete the second location. Second location means this element I want to delete from my array. Then see, I am taking a local variable called I in order to repeat, in order to move the element towards left. I am taking an element called I, and for I is equals to location, second location, and I should be less than size, that is your 4. See here, I am having 4 elements in this, then I will be going with 4 and I will be incrementing the value of 4, I. Okay, see here, a of I minus 1 is equals to a of I, it seems. A of I minus 1 means what? 1. As the location is 2, it is assigned with I, then 2 minus 1 will become what? 1. A of I is holding what? A of 2. A of 1 is holding 7. A of 2. See here 0, 1, 2, 3. In 2 we are having 5. In 1 we are having 7. Here we want to replace A of 1 with A of 2. Then I will be getting the second element as what? 5. See, 7 is removed. Directly I am inserting the 5 in the second location. Okay, again I am incrementing the value of I. See here, I am having only single statement in your for loop. Then I will be incrementing the value of I. I will become what? 3 here now. I will become 3. 3 minus 1 will become what? 2. And I is 3. At the third position, I am having 6. And I want to replace that with what? A of 2. Means in the next point, I will be getting 4, 5 in the second point. A of 2 in the A of 2, I want to replace with what? A of 3. A of 3 is containing what? 6. That will be replaced at second position. Okay, and then see again. I value will be incremented. I value will become 4 now. 4 less than 4. No, it is not true. Then I will be coming out from this particular loop. And again I will go with this. A of size minus 1. Size is what? 4 here. 4 minus 1 is what? 3. In this 3, I am assigning the value called 0. Why? Because we have removed 7. We have removed 7 in order to not lose that particular data element size or a space. I am assigning some value with A of 3. That is your 0. 0 is assigned at that particular size minus 1, and size will become what? Size minus 1. Means to say here I am deleting the element. When I am making size is equals to size minus 1, size minus 1, then your size will become what? 4 minus 1 will become 3. Then it will be considering 4, 5 and 6 only. It will be considering these 3 elements only. It won't consider the fourth element called 0. Like this we are eliminating the element from your array, I can say, in order to delete a specified location from your array. See here, I hope you understood this particular concept. This is a simple logic for deletion of element at a specified location. You have seen the example also. I hope that you have understood this. Okay, and now let us see the main function. See, we have discussed so many functions, so many ADT operations, like what we have seen: reading the elements and displaying the elements, and then traversing backside, and then we have seen searching the element, and then I went for insertion of element at a specified location, int location and int element. I have taken these two. Okay, and then I went for deletion of element, int location, that I want to delete. See, these many operations that we have discussed in our previous lectures. Now let us go for the main function, in which we will be calling all those ADT operations. See this. This is my main function. See, I had a class with the name called array. Class array. This is the first step in my program. Okay, this is my class, and for that particular class I have created an object called A. A is my object now. When I have created my object, it automatically executes its constructor. In a constructor I have written this: max size is equals to 20, and then size is equals to 0. From here your execution of program will begin. Okay, and then see, when I am trying to execute this, first when I want to read the elements into my array, then I will be calling this function a dot. By using this dot operator, I will be calling my function called read array. I will be inserting the elements in your array by using this particular function. How we will be inserting, that we have seen in our previous lecture. When I want to display the elements, by using this dot operator only, we will be displaying the elements. When I want to traverse it from backside, just I will be using object and then dot and then function. A dot insert. Same, similar. Whatever the function that you want to execute, then you people will be utilizing the object and then function. See, in these two cases, insert function and delete function, we are providing some input data. Like in case of insertion, we will be specifying the location and the element. In case of deletion, I will be specifying the location. Do register them. So if you want to print the output, in case of search element, we had a return type like integer. Why? Because when I'm calling this, it will be returning the position of this 66th element. So directly that will be printed on the screen. Okay. Like that, we will be having the functions. Whenever you want to access those particular functions, just directly you people will be accessing by the object. A dot read array, A dot display, A dot draw base backward, A dot insert, A dot delete, A dot display. Like that, you people will be utilizing the functions. I hope it is clear to you people. Just go through your program. Just I sent to you people and make it as one. Why? Because I have sent in 5 pages and try to write that particular program without seeing it. Okay. I hope it is clear now. Okay. We'll go for the next topic in our upcoming lectures. Thank you. That's it for now.